Yes, indeed, folks. You listen to Blue Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuit. Negativity, at least in that respect, is over. You know, you might wonder why exactly I'd go on the air and say things like that. Well, it's extremely difficult not to be passionate about this particular site. Really, really difficult. You all know why? Because I see the shows that go on every day, and I see all of the raw, bubbling talent behind the people that are involved in this site, and I do mean every single last one of them. And I see them working their arse off for no reward whatsoever. And the least that Blizzard could do for those guys is to occasionally say thank you. But no. It sucks to be disillusioned by the corporate world, folks. Take my advice and make sure you never get into a situation where that can happen. However, if you think that's going to stop Blue Please, then you would be gravely mistaken. Incidentally, I just donated $10 to SirNoggin.com. I think you should do the same. SirNoggin.com. Click How to Help. That will bring up a chip-in link. And that will allow you to donate. You'll see the bar go up. And you will see us get closer to our goal. And when that happens, I will be very happy indeed. And that will wash away all of the stupid crap that's been going on lately. That I can guarantee. Ah, yeah. I think it's time we hear from you.
That sounds like it's mail time. Here's the mail.
It never fails.
It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes,
I want to wail now.
Yes, indeed, folks, it's mail time. Last week, I asked a particular question. Oh, yes. I asked what you would send from WoW into Room 101. It's an interesting question, is it not? And I gave you the opportunity, the podcast listeners, to come up with some stuff. And there's some stuff in the forums as well. So we're going to do that, and we'll read a couple of emails out as well. Before that, I should probably tell you what's coming up in the rest of the show, because I didn't get the chance. A little bit busy. Is there an Ask the Murloc? Yes, there is! Is there an Upcake News? Yes, there is. Is there content? No, we don't need any of that. Certainly WoW doesn't in its endgame. Dear Lord. Yes, we'll be talking about why rubber banding does not work when trying to allow players to see the content, based on a quote that was given earlier this week that got basically everybody in the world with a brain really riled up. Well done, Bornak. You pissed us off again. Usually it's Ghostcrawler's job. Congratulations. We're talking about that a little bit later on the show, and I'll be explaining what exactly I mean by rubber banding and how we can benefit the casual player base as well as the hardcore player base without screwing everything up. Also, could 10-man really be the way to go? I am putting together my 10-man guild. I'll be giving you details on that a little bit later on in the show, what I hope to accomplish, and how I hope to find some new enthusiasm for the existing content of World of Warcraft, so I can give you a better perspective on it. And how, indeed, the attitude has changed. It's interesting over the course of the last few years how one's attitude to raiding and the size of raiding can change, to loving 40-mans, all the way down to desiring the simple pleasures of a 10-man. Even to the point of doing so at the expense of doing 25-mans. How could that possibly happen? We'll see a little bit later on. And of course, your chance to contribute to the show. It is the illusion of choice! Shattering your illusions of choice here on Blue Please, WCRadio.com. I just love saying that. It sounds awesome. You get the chance to email the show, folks. TheMurloc@gmail.com. That is TheMurloc@gmail.com. There is no K in Murloc. You send it there, you an idiot. TheMurloc@gmail.com with your choice of topic for the last 15 or so minutes of the show. I'll pick the best one, I'll ignore the rest. Right, Room 101. What would you toss into Room 101? And I am offering a prize, folks. Yes, indeed. Two prizes. Let's try that again. Two prizes, in fact. They're not very expensive. I don't have a lot of money, unfortunately. Maybe one day I will, and I'll be able to give out some amazing prizes. However, in the meantime, I am offering you not one, but two choices of games from Direct to Drive's 5-year anniversary sale. There are lots of very good ones. And the best thing, I can send you something from the US one or the UK one. Oh, yeah. You'll get a choice of 2. I will send them to you, no charge. There are many good games, including Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, World in Conflict Gold Edition, Supreme Commander Gold, Chronicles Riddick, Dark Athena, many other good titles on there. Bioshock for $5, very good. You'll get a choice of 2, depending on the best Room 101 that I pick. Right, first one is first, as opposed to second one being second. Hey TB, if I could toss anything from WoW to Room 101, it would have to be the repetitive questing. Go here, talk to him, grab 10 apples, rinse and repeat. Do we look like a goddamn errand boy? While I'm at the door, let's toss that idiot hunter from your Onyxia raid in as well. Keep the good work, that's from Aces. Yeah, repetitive quest, that I would really like to go. One thing I would like to put into Room 101, and this is from... Is that G-Lodge? Or is that the guild? No. No You is his name. One thing I'd like to put into Room 101, the Activision marketing men that slowly but surely drag the game into a cesspool of how much crap I can shove down your throat without you noticing. Interesting. Yeah, obviously there's a wall of text here that I could read, but I'm not going to do that. The general point being that some people believe that Activision is responsible for all of the bad changes in WoW lately. I don't think so, honestly. I think Blizzard can do a good enough job of screwing it up themselves. Right, here's the problem I think a lot of people have. People believe Blizzard to be infallible because they've released so many good games. Cool, yeah, they have. They really have. But that doesn't mean they're immune to making mistakes. Now, Blizzard obviously wants as many people playing their game as humanly possible, and if they believe that dumbing the game down is going to do that for them, then that's what they're going to do. Simple as that. That's a decision they will make, and they're not going to think twice about it. Activision doesn't have to pressure them into doing that. Now, I heard, at least this was back in the day when the merger first happened, that Activision basically has absolutely no control over Blizzard. It's like, Blizzard does what Blizzard wants to do. They're enshrined, they're infallible. Sacred Cow shall not be interfered with by the Activision marketing department or anyone else for that matter. Entirely possible. I can understand that some people would think that's not the case. There is much circumstantial evidence to suggest, but there is nothing concrete. Oh no, nothing concrete whatsoever. So, I am going to err on the side of caution for the time being, and just say, hey, Blizzard can make mistakes too. Don't go blaming Activision where Activision may not be at fault. Activision makes tons of mistakes and is rapidly, if not already, becoming the most evil publisher on the planet. But Blizzard are capable of screwing up too. Don't view them as infallible. Don't blame them in the same way that people used to blame Vivendi for the mistakes of Valve. Not gonna happen. What else we got? Hey, TV, this is one Pope Awesome, also known as Volcarin. And he came up with 2. I will read both. He wants to throw into Room 101 whoever invented Gear Score, both the add-on and WoW heroes. It serves only to reinforce the current gear equals skill culture in the game, and a way for lazy raid leaders to attach a semi-arbitrary number to people rather than judging them by actual merit and skill. Yeah. Understandable. It's sort of a common problem, especially in terms of people running random pug heroics. It's like, you require full tier 9.75 in order to do the 5-man frigging Colosseum instance. Yeah, no you don't. Also, here's other one. All the people that re-rolled prop pallies when 3.2 came along, I went from level 1 to 60 protection back in 2.1 before the spec could actually do damage, and uphill both ways in the snow. And an improved Blizzard. So all you pally-come-latelys, get off my E-lawn and stop rolling on my gear. Shakes fist angrily. That's good. That's from Valkyrin. Well done. Right, what else have we got? Please do not read this on the air. What? What's the point of emailing me then? Fine, I'm gonna read someone else's then. See if I care. This is from Salty Wovely Cuddles of Chamber of Aspects EU. That's the worst thing ever. That's the worst thing to ever happen. That eclipses entirely the whole Blizzard fansite program thing. Seriously, Blizzard, you're off the hook. This guy has got my ire more. Salty Wovely Cuddles. Bleh. / vomit. He says this. You know what I want removed from WoW and shoved it in 1.101? Room 101 even. Stats. All of them. Or at least 90% of them. We overgear all the content before it's even been released. My guild cleared up to Yogi 10 man back in 3.1 in Nax 10 gear, and a few bits and bobs that dropped along the way in Ultra 10. It was a challenge, it was actually fun. We went back in 3.2 with an old gift wrap 226 gear and cleared the place, and let me tell you, it was boring. So that's my suggestion. Remove most of the stats off the gear we got, because deliberately undergearing for a raid will actually provide a challenge. Yeah. Or, of course, Blizzard can make the content harder, but that's just silly. I don't know why I even mentioned it. I must have had a mild stroke or something. Yes, quite. Yeah, I've got a problem with that as well. Ulduar sucks when you overgear it. Anything sucks when you overgear it. There's got to be a challenge. But again, it comes down to making the game challenging enough. You know, the example, all you need to do is look at the new Onyxia. Does Deep Breath kill you? No. Then the entire encounter is pointless. That's the main mechanic of the encounter, it doesn't kill you. The main mechanic of Hygen doesn't kill you. Who the hell can fail to get the safety dance? You're gonna get hit 3+ times without any heals in order to actually die in there. It's nonsense. Insta-kill mechanics that can easily be avoided actually matter. And there are some in Ulduar, like the missiles, for instance, from Mr. Mimeron. Or the spinning assault cannon thing, the spin-up. That's an insta-kill. There's a few others. Awesome. Nax, on the other hand, a joke. You'd have thought they'd have learned from Ulduar and made Onyxia have the insta-kill mechanics. For God's sake, the insta-kill mechanics went blinking vanilla. It's not like you even had to change anything. Blinking disgrace. That's huge, but I'll try and cut it down on the fly, because I have the skills. This is from Gindi, level 80 Troll Wrestler Shaman on Storm Rage US, and he says this. Hey TB, long-time podcast listener, first-time writer. Hi. I believe that Blizzard's Wrath of the Lich King game philosophy is, in its entirety, belongs in Rune 101. Bring the player, not the class. Yeah, bring the player, not the class is nonsense. They don't seem to realise it's an RPG. It's bring the player and the class, Blizz. It's the combination of the two. It's the synergy between the player and the class. You can't say bring the player, not the class, because otherwise you might as well not have classes to begin with. You homogenize it, and you make it so that people have less sense of identity within the game. If they don't identify with their character, and they don't have this unique sense of identity, it's like, I am proud to perform this role. I am the best damn toilet cleaner in the instance, whatever. As long as they have an identity, and they can take pride in their job, that's fine. You can't take pride in your job when everyone else can do it. You lose your sense of identity. You feel homogenized. Not good. Of course, it's got other stuff as well there, but I'm not going to read all of that, because I do not have time. I'd like to put the honor system into Room 101, and if possible, bring back the person that made cock-blocking counters that made guilds work for their reward. No, there are certain cock-blocking counters you really don't want back. Bugged Veil Straz would be one of them. Bugged Cthulhu. Ugh. You don't want that, trust me. That's from Known Lot, Mike. But yeah, I understand. I put the honor system into Room 101. Well, the current honor system is rubbish. I mean, I'd revamp it. Not a question about that, but I don't really see it as something that really needs to go in Room 101. Here's one from Nerd Raging Tank Sergeant Squish of Bloodhoof US. He says this: what I would throw into Room 101 is Blizzard's solution to making the game easier for idiots by making tank threat huge and giving too many classes too many powerful threat reduction abilities. DPS should be penalised for being idiots, tanks should be penalised for not being able to do their job, and the healers, well, healers shouldn't have to deal with healing idiot DPS who can still manage to bug the aggro of the tank. Lord, that's terrible. I've never seen that happen, but it was close to happening in Onyxia, because like, oh, it has a threat reduction mechanic, but it's okay, guys. It's been softened up, it's been chewed in Blizzard's mouth and regurgitated for you little chicks to eat in Wrath of the Lich King. God, why? One more, folks, and then I shall announce the winner. Dear sir. This is from Theogrim, Dwarf Rogue of Khadgar EU, formerly of the guild Xeon. R.I.P. If I could only send one thing from WoW to the clogged bowels of Room 101, it would be General Vezak's Searing Flames ability. Since Blizzard changed it so he could cast it less erratically, Vezak chaincasts this spell whenever it's available and it's not locked out by player spells. This makes Rogues the only class that can interrupt in a 2-man rotation, given that Kick is the only interrupt that locks out spellcasting for 5 seconds with a 10-second cooldown. Not true! Improved Counterspell can do that. Actually, normal Counterspell can do that. But then again, I don't know if Counterspell actually works in that fight. Probably not. This encounter has nearly made me quit the game in anger several times and always makes me shaky and exhausted by the end of it. Get rid of General Vezek's Searing Flames ability because it makes me sick with nerd rage. Very good stuff, folks. There is a thread for this. If you want to continue to contribute to this particular topic, go to the forums, wcradio.com/forum. Head over there, blue please. There is a particular post for this. It's called Box Number 101, and in brackets room, you can post there. And the winner of the 2 games from Direct to Drive today is Volkrin for his fantastically written entry. Well done to you. Email me and tell me what games you want, and you shall have them. Yes, you shall. My name is Total Biscuit. This is Blue Please on WCRadio.com. This is Captain Dan with Sea Monsters. Enjoy.